Hey everyone, how's it going? Well, what a day we had today. Oh, a lot happened today. It was really good. Very excited about what's been developing and things that will be developing. We've come up, Tom and I have come up with a brilliant idea that hopefully we'll see come to fruition in the next few weeks, which I think everyone will absolutely go mad for. So, again, keeping that under my hat because there's lots of people out there who want to do what we're doing instead of just joining us and being a part of it. So that's why I keep things close to my chest. I have to. I don't get a lot of choice. I hope everyone can hear me okay. People are coming on. Hello, people coming on. Good to see you all here. And I'll get started with what we need to get to. But all the stuff I was going through today, absolutely amazing and very exciting. Very exciting for Bitcoin Ascension. While other programs are starting and failing, we're still going, and we're still going strong. Tom's assistant started putting the accounts through for Tom, the 50 he said he was going to buy, so she started doing that now, which is great. And other people are putting accounts in. Obviously, new people are coming in every day, so it's fantastic. So what we're doing is working, and we'll keep working it, and we want it to go faster and faster. But most of all, I want to get as many people into Bitcoin Ascension so we can start the organisation part, so we can start helping charities and start healing the world like the way we want to do. We've found some other things. I can't wait to tell you what one of them is. Once I'm sure it can be done, but it will be done. And there's some things coming very soon. I've got a couple of meetings to do, so a little bit of research and things like that, and then I can tell you guys because we can get it up and running. And when we're about to launch what we're launching, sort of thing, which will probably something you've probably never seen before. When you see these programs online and everything like that, they don't do the sort of things we're going to be doing. This is why Bitcoin Ascension is different. So if you're wondering if we're going to be around for a while, we're going to be around a long time. We won't do, and that's how exciting it is. Just take my word for it, guys. That's all I can do right now. But when Tom told me of this idea, and he says, "What do you think we could do with this?" Bang! You should see how many messages I sent back to him with what I thought of it and all the things. And he's going, "Okay, can you put that on the doc?" Because he couldn't read all the messages; they were just coming too fast. I got very excited. I'm still very pumped now. It's 3:30 in the morning, and I could literally probably jump from my 13th story balcony and just float. That's how great I'm feeling right now. Just amazing how I'm feeling. So I was a bit tired last night, and right now I'm not tired anymore. I can tell you, I'm really pumped. I can go for a run. That's how good I'm feeling. And not that you needed to know all that. So, but yeah, no, I'm feeling fantastic. And here's a code for someone. Left hand on yellow and right foot on green, and we'll leave that at that. So that's a bit of an inside joke. But okay, I'm just gonna have a drink because I've been doing a lot of talking. All right, let's get stuck into stuff. So yep, things are. So then people are cycling. Bruce Walden's doing really well because obviously. Back when he was making accounts, he actually put a stack of accounts in, so you're going to see his name a lot coming up for a bit. But that's really good. He's making good money here, and I'm sure he's very happy about that. Let's see what else is going on. The competition we have for the testimonials, we've got more and more people coming in with testimonials. If you can't message them to me because they're too big, because they won't fit in Facebook Messenger if they're too long. And they're never too long as far as I'm concerned for a video testimonial, but they are for Messenger. You can email me. I'm not sure if I put in the post about my email address. If I haven't, I'll edit it and put it in. But it's basically theivanmircic@gmail.com. But I'll put that in, so that'll all be good. Had some great testimonials, and if I was any good at names, I'd remember all the names that were coming through. Gary Phillips and the like. And what's his name? I'm sorry, Hodges. Yeah. Anyway, this guy Mr. Hodges. I'm terrible, I'm sorry. Mr. Hodges, that's as far as I got. He's a bit of a shy guy, he doesn't really talk much and stuff, and definitely doesn't do videos and things like that. He did a very short video testimonial, only went for a couple of minutes, but I could tell it was from the heart, and it took obviously a lot of guts for him to be able to do that. So very proud of him for doing that. It's a huge thing to even just try something like that, and he sent it to me in my email, and so that's great. He's in with a chance of getting one of the 20 positions, and so I'm very proud of what he did, and he deserves a special shout out for that, because he's not comfortable on camera obviously and doesn't normally do it, but he did it anyway. That's how much he likes Bitcoin Ascension. So thank you very, very much. I think is it Craig or Chris Hodges? Oh, I'm really, really sorry. Oh my god, so embarrassing. But people are used to me like now. And I know Clive Anderson's just done one. I haven't looked at yours yet, Clive. I just saw it in the post before, but I've been on a call for the last 3 hours. 3 or 4 hours. So I haven't been noticing what's been posting. I just had to flash on there and see what's been posted in the thing. That's where I saw Clive's testimonial there, so I can't wait to have a look at that. But we've already had half a dozen in, and we've only a few days in, so well done, guys. And get them in. Remember, just say who you are, where you're from, and why you joined Bitcoin Ascension, Bitcoin Ascension, or why you love Bitcoin Ascension and what it means to you. And that's the theme I want to really show people. It's not just about, oh, it's a matrix, I'll make plenty of money. We really want to show what we're here about, and with the developments that are going to be happening in over the next few months, especially. Yeah, we're not just a matrix anymore. That's how big we're going. Really, really big. So I was after a graphic designer earlier, and Jamie contacted me, so I've got him on a project, which I hope to surprise you all with. So thank you, Jamie, for that. We've got so much talent in the Bitcoin Ascension family. There's several people who came to me and said, oh, I can do the graphic design. I said, well, I've got Jamie doing it, and if he really sucks at it, then I'll get someone else to do it. But, you know, Jamie knows what he's doing. So thank you, Jamie. But that's what I mean. We've got such a wealth of talent here who can do so many different things. It's just fantastic. Tom did get the images done for Bitcoin Ascension for the clothes. Merchandise, that's the word, merchandise. Names again. For the merchandise and everything like that, and they're really sharp. There's no pixelation at all. It's going to look absolutely fabulous. The only thing I want to do, because it's basically on a white background, so when you have a black t-shirt, it comes up like a white square sort of thing. I want to see if we can get that made transparent sort of thing. So you've got I am Bitcoin Ascension sort of thing, but you don't have a big white box there sort of thing. We want it to be classy and look good sort of thing, not like something we just ironed on that we want in a sample bag. So we'll get that done, and that merchandise is going to be bigger than what you think, and there's going to be a lot more towards that merchandise than just merchandise. So you guys will be excited about that when we get that up and running too. But we'll start off with a Google Doc and everything like that, so people can order. And but first of all, before I do that, because if you're going to be sending me PayPal, I don't want to confuse with the other stuff. Tom's made 3 funnels. They're 3 very good funnels, and they show different parts of Bitcoin Ascension. If you looked at his email swipe, very cool email swipe. If any of the guys who do email marketing, guys and girls, sorry, who do email marketing want to use that, it's a pretty good one. I think it gives a nice little short overview of what we're all about, and of course the site does a lot as well, and of course our group page really tells people what we are about, what we're like. So what he wants to do, he wants to start the co-op because he wants to buy those clicks. Now, Tom being Tom, he likes to do things on a big scale, and because obviously the more clicks we have, and he's going to explain that tomorrow in a live or something like that about what all the clicks mean and what all the the statistics mean that we get from clicks. I'll explain a little bit about funnels for people who don't know what a funnel is, so you don't know whether you should come into a co-op because you have no idea what we're talking about. Basically, it's making like a little mini website, okay, with advertising for Bitcoin Ascension. If you want more information, people put in their name and their email. Usually that's enough. And what happens is that automatically redirects to, we get their email, which creates a lead, right? That's what they call a lead. The person who's interested is a lead. And we have a string of emails that will be sent out to them, once a day or one every 2 days or something like that, about showing them what Bitcoin Ascension is all about, and with the relevant links and things like that. So it goes to their name, because they're designed a certain way, these emails, a name, hi John, blah, 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 about Bitcoin Ascension, about charities and fundraising, and we have a matrix as well and things like that. Now he's made 3 different types of funnels to get into different niches of people who would be interested in this sort of thing. One can be crypto, one could be like people who like just going into programs, and the other ones will be like the fundraising people, the charity people, and charities who would want to get involved in something like this. As far as I know, as far as I'm concerned, they're the best kind of people you ever want working with you, because they know what hard work is, and they've seen the horrible things they've seen, sort of thing. This is why they have a charity, and they've really seen it firsthand. And you will never find harder workers in your life than charity workers and volunteers and things like that. They work their backsides off, and hats off to them for sure. So what he wants to do is 10,000 clicks. And so when you see in his post, it says, if you can put in between $50 to $200, that's to reach the 10,000 clicks. Now, obviously, the more people that come in, the less it's going to cost to be able to get those 10 clicks, right? Now, if you cannot afford that sort of money, I know some people can. There's already someone commented he's sending $100 in and things like that, and that's fine. If you can only afford $10, that's fine too, okay, guys? Okay? He's giving you the money area statistics to reach that 10,000 clicks. So that means 10,000 genuine people will be looking at Bitcoin Ascension in the space of like a week or two. And that's why he goes big, and that's why he gets results, okay? Because he goes hard. Now, if you can only put in $10, that's fine. No one's going to think any less of you, believe me. But the more people we get, so if you know other people that haven't seen the post yet, or they're not overly active and things like that, and you know them, tell them to come into the co-op, and that way they're contributing without changing anything, because we do all the work. So with the funnel, it's like a mini website. It captures a person's name and email address. We send them an email, tell them all about Bitcoin Ascension, and then they can come join us. Okay, so that's what a funnel is for those people who didn't know what a funnel is. A click is where we pay a company, basically, to send people that they have in their database, so to speak, that are of specific niches, such as what I said before. Some they can be crypto people, some can be animal lovers, or charity organisations and things like that, and welfare people. And the other one can be people who like just getting into programs and things like that. So they have a database of that. You pay them for that, and they send. They make sure your funnel, because it has a link, your funnel is seen by those people. And if you pay, say, for 10,000 clicks, for example, it means 10,000 people, genuine people, not bots, genuine people will click on that and have a read and have a look, and they'll be receiving emails from us. Okay, so that's what a click is. Tom gets stats on those clicks to tell you how many are genuine. Clicks is a person who's actually clicked on it and things like that. And there's another type, I can't remember what the actual terminology is, that's if they click it again. But if it comes from the same person, it's not considered a genuine click. So we want to pay for 10,000 genuine clicks. And the tier 1, if you didn't understand what he was talking about, just means it's aimed at those countries that are tier 1, which means people who can afford to get in and do like doing business online and do crypto and things like that. So they're not going to send it down to the South Pole or Kazakhstan or something like that. It's places like America, UK, Australia, New Zealand, Hong Kong, I think, is another one. Ireland is another one. And they're considered tier 1 countries. So they're the countries where you'll get the most action out of, and they're not going to send them to. You can go to tier 2, which is a lot of the African countries and Malaysian countries and things like that. Not Malaysian countries, but Malaysia and places around there, and India, I believe. I think India might be tier 1, I'm not sure. But that's what that's all about. So if you didn't understand what that's before and didn't know whether to come into the co-op, that's what it's basically about. It's a form of advertising, right? But it's really basically juiced right up already, and bang, sort of thing. It hits it hard, and it usually converts quite well. And Tom knows some very good exchanges that have their databases from his experience of working with funnels a lot. So if you're going to get into a co-op, get into that co-op. Really, really find that post. It should be near the top anyway. Tom's put in the PayPal address, which is my PayPal. Him and I share a PayPal account, sort of thing. It was just easier at the time. And so you might say, oh, you know, you paid money to Traffic Logic, and that's because he's just made it a business account. The PayPal account a business account, and Traffic Logic is actually a business name. So, so get involved with that. Obviously, what you can afford. I do not want you using rent money. Tom doesn't want you using rent money, gas money, all that sort of thing. We don't want that. If you can afford to do the fit between the 50 and 200, please do, because we really want to get stuck into this. But if you can only afford 10, 20 bucks, that's fine too. Okay, but again, the more people we get in, the cheaper it is. If we had 1,000 people ready to come in, it wouldn't be 50 to 200 bucks. So it's all about getting people motivated to get involved. Simple as that. Now, also, whatever we come up with money-wise, Tom will match. Okay, so whatever we get together, as he said, push him, test him. So if we can raise 1,000 bucks, 2,000 bucks, he's matching it. So whatever we raise, he's going to match. Right, and that's what'll buy the clicks. Okay, so that's why it's so important. And as he said, with 10,000 clicks, you're going to get some great conversion, and you're going to see that matrix move very quickly. But also, people coming in and building up Bitcoin Ascension, the numbers, so we can start the organisation as a side of it, sort of thing, to really help those charities out and actually really make a difference. So get stuck into that. That's very, very exciting. We've got a meeting with someone on, I think, Friday. I've got to call them tomorrow, see if it's okay, for another thing we're introducing into Bitcoin Ascension. It's not something that's going to cost you money or anything, don't worry. But it's going to enhance Bitcoin Ascension big time. And there's another thing I've got to research tomorrow, which will be fun, but really good for Bitcoin Ascension to be seen worldwide. And I can't wait to show you what that is, but we've got to get it done so no one else copies what we're doing. Okay, that's really, really important. We've got to protect ourselves. So very, very excited about that. And what else? What else is happening? As I said, we've got people coming in. Tom's 50 accounts are being made right now by Charisse, his assistant, and Tom's already gone to bed. He's buggered. He's been working so hard today. He put those 3 funnels together really, really well and quite quickly. He really believes in what we're doing here at Bitcoin Ascension. Whereas before, even when he started with me as my partner in this sort of thing, in terms of doing the marketing and things like that, even he didn't understand where Bitcoin Ascension was going until I showed him, and he watched my lives and listened to me when I'm over there talking to him, and he was actually blown away with my concept of what I really, really wanted to do, and he loved it, absolutely loved it. Tom gives to a charity as well all the time, and he's going to contact them, and he's even going to make some accounts for them and I'm trying to remember what it is. I think it's cerebral palsy in Australia, and that's children and things like that with cerebral palsy. So I don't think he minds me telling you. Too late, I already have. Sorry, Tom. But that's what he gives to every month. He gives to that charity. So he wants to get them involved in Bitcoin Ascension and make accounts for them at the very least, sort of thing. So a very worthwhile charity. So well done, Tom, for that. But he's been working very, very hard all day. And my brain's been ticking over like you wouldn't believe. And then again, I had that conversation earlier with someone, and that's just lifted my spirits so high. I as I said, I could run 10 miles right now and not be tired about it. So very, very excited about what's been happening with Bitcoin Ascension, and it's only going to get better and better and better. So I think that's pretty much it. Keep up that juicing though. We'll be running those funnels, but don't just rely on that. We want to saturate the social media sites. The YouTube is really important, probably more important than Facebook, but the YouTube is really, really important. I want to see hundreds and hundreds of views on those YouTubes, okay? Doesn't matter about my live so much, but the advertising ones, really hit those hard, guys. They're not long. As I said, you get on the play all, it just plays. You can do it every day, and you don't really even have to watch it, okay? But likes and comments on those would be great too, because that spreads the word with YouTube as well. That's what they call full engagement. And it's very, very simple to do, okay? And everyone's got, if you've got a Gmail account, you've got a YouTube account. So it's very easy to get on YouTube anyway. Look up Bitcoin Ascension, bang, play those videos and watch those videos. And if you haven't seen some of my lives, look on there and you'll catch up on what we've been doing. But yeah, let's saturate the social media so Bitcoin Ascension is known absolutely everywhere. That's what we want. You know why? Because it means we're going to succeed. We're not just going to succeed for ourselves, we're going to actually heal and fix the world. That's how it's done. It's not done by sitting and watching, it's by getting involved. Like, can't say it any simpler than that. If you don't get involved, you're not going to succeed as far as I'm concerned. Because even if we succeed together and you still make money and you've done absolutely nothing, how are you going to feel? You've got to have pride in yourself, you know? You got to have that feeling of self-worth. And even if it's just a few comments a day on people's, you can be proud of yourself, okay? It's like with Chris Hodges. See, I remembered his name now. Chris Hodges, never done a video testimonial before, never really goes on live before or anything like that, and doesn't do that sort of thing. Yet he he convinced himself he could do it, and he did a great little 2-minute video. And they'll all be put up on YouTube as well for people to see for our video testimonials. Very important. So that's what I mean. I'm really inspired by Chris Hodges and what he did. I mean, with me, I never did lives before Bitcoin Ascension. You know, I'd hopped onto some with Tom and some other things and stuff like that, but I've never actually done a live, and I've never done a live every day or anything like that. And you look how I talk now, how comfortable I am. It just takes a bit of practice. But if you really believe in what you're doing and you really have a passion, and you obviously know I do, if I haven't convinced you by now, nothing in this world will ever convince you I have a passion for what I do. It's easy. It really is easy because you really believe in what you're saying. Okay? It doesn't matter what other people are thinking. If you believe in what you believe in and you're trying to do something that's good, it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. Okay? Be proud of you, right? You're worth something because you're trying to make a difference. And that's what you can be proud of. Okay? And you don't have to do a lot. You just do a little. Just do a little. And if you can't, if you won't do the advertising, get into the co-op. Even if you're chucking $10 in, get into the co-op. Because then you can say, I was part of it. I actually contributed. And I've actually helped to heal the world a lot faster than what we would have done it otherwise. That's what you've got to tell yourself. It's not about you. It's not about me. It's about we. But it's also every day we procrastinate. Someone in the world is suffering. So that's why I want to build it up as fast as I can. Let's end the suffering of animals, the environment, humans. Yeah, even them, humans, and stuff like that. We can do it. We really, really can. It just takes a bit of commitment every day, and it doesn't have to be much. And not only will the world succeed, but you'll succeed as well personally. So that's, I know I go on about it a bit, but it's really important for you in your life, not just in Bitcoin Ascension, but in your life. This is how you commit. This is how you have a good life, and not just an existence from your birth to your death, where nothing was done. This is a legacy. Bitcoin Ascension will be a legacy that will live on, I'm hoping, for decade upon decade, long after we're gone. You know, and the children that we're helping, like orphans and people in poverty and things like that, especially the children, as they grow up, they know they're being loved, they know they're being cared for, and they carry on the Bitcoin Ascension tradition. And we have changed the world. Even after we're gone, Bitcoin Ascension will be known. This is why it's so important, and this is why I drive it so hard, because this is where it can go. And you know, the people who started up companies over 100 years ago that are still going now, you know, or even 90 years ago that are still going now. I mean, they're gone, but their legacy continues of what they've done. And this is what we're doing here, okay? So whether you're 18 or 80, it's still just as important. And I know people like Joan Bloomfield, and who's just recently had a birthday. Not sure how old she is. She's not 18, I can tell you that. But it doesn't matter what age you are. David Clark, he's 74 years old. Still getting into it. Still does advertising. Still pushes and helps and makes accounts and gets involved and things like that. So don't think of excuses. Know what your reason is, and the rest is easy, okay? And a quick shout out to Jan O'Keefe. She's getting some tests done tomorrow to make sure her cancer is clear. We've been following her cancer trail. So she's getting a test. I think it's today, her time. It could be. So I'll be waiting to hear from her to see if there's any good news there. Well, hopefully it's all good news. We're all praying for her. We always have been. she's a delightful lady, and a very important part of Bitcoin Ascension, but also a very big important part to me because she's a very, very good friend. And so all prayers go out to Jean O'Keefe, please. One of the most positive ladies I've ever met in my life, and even when she's getting all these tests done, and when she was on medication and things like that, which costs the earth, mind you, she still contacts people in Bitcoin Ascension, new people, and talks to them and helps guide them and things like that, you know. And you've read her comments on a lot of posts and stuff like that, pure poetry. So a beautiful woman, a lovely lady, and let's send our prayers out to her that everything's all clear and she's clear of cancer, and you know, and she can get stuck in with us because that's what she really, really wants to do. So okay, that's it for me. I'll leave it there. Really get into this co-op, push that hard, and also those video testimonials, guys. They don't have to be long. They just have to be genuine. That's all I ask for. You know, why do you love Bitcoin Ascension, or why did you join Bitcoin Ascension? And as long as it's genuine, it's perfect. As far as I'm concerned, it doesn't matter if you stutter. It doesn't matter if you get lost halfway through. It doesn't matter because it's real. Make it real. That's what it is. All right. It's not a movie. It's just you, and it's real, and you're giving your heart out to what you believe in. So I'm proud of every single person here, and doubly proud of the ones that, you know, really get stuck in with us because they've really seen the vision. I can't wait till the rest of you see that this is real, and this is a vision, and this is the only place you'll ever need to be to actually make your life completely change. And I'm so happy, I'm so excited, and I'm so proud to be a part of Bitcoin Ascension, because I'm just like you guys. I'm just in the trenches with you guys. I love it, absolutely love it. I've met so many beautiful people, and it doesn't get any better than this. It really doesn't. Meeting these kind of people who want to make a difference. So that's it from me. Love you all very, very much. You guys are awesome, absolutely awesome. Tell yourself that every day. You are awesome because you are. Okay, and I'll catch you all again tomorrow. Tom will probably be on tomorrow morning with telling you about the statistics and things. Right, catch you later, guys. Bye.